This is a fish, and this is me. Notice any difference? Of course not, and that's due to the fact that today I have found a mod that turns regular ARK survivor into a fish. Leaving the water will very quickly drain my oxygen, which will ultimately result in death. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, due to my fishy flippers I became excruciatingly slow on land, which will make getting most starter resources an absolute pain. So this begs the question, can I even beat Crystal Islands while in this fish-like state, or will I get picked up by seagulls and eaten? Well, make sure to stick around to the end to find out. This mod has been created by Eclipse. You can find the link to our Discord in the description, as well as link to the mod itself if you actually want to play this yourself. And with all that yapping out of the way, it's time to create my fish. To be honest, I think that this is probably the only time that a mutation feature Aquatica added is actually useful. Yeah, yo, I'm a fish. Yo. Yeah, I had to install Aquatica for this, but I'm already drowning. Okay, off to a fantastic start. Okay, can I make it in the water, please? Yeah, I'm very slow. But, please, I'm in the water, please, 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 please. Okay, we live. Oh. Okay, well, just kidding me, I guess. After an insane start, respawning put me right next to a deep puddle, which was absolutely fantastic. Before anything, I leveled up some oxygen, as that is my second best way of increasing my out of water timer. Afterwards, I immediately got to crafting and mining. Wait a minute. Thanks to me playing on Crystal Isles, there were also a bunch of these little reeds underwater that I can harvest for bush loot, so they will definitely help me throughout this challenge. Thanks to all the things I've been doing, I hit level 8, which unlocked the cooking pots, a very good structure to craft for easy XP early on. So early game I think I'm just gonna focus a lot on getting a lot of oxygen, like 500 maybe, and then a lot of stamina, like 200. And then maybe pop some weight, pop some HP and stuff, but yeah, having more oxygen is gonna be life-saving. One problem that I will have to deal with is the fact that stamina doesn't recharge while underwater. So while I may be able to hang around underwater forever, it's not guaranteed that I will be able to perform well. I am a fish after all. Definitely not that way. Let's go that way. After looting everything near this puddle, it was time to say my goodbyes and jump into the ocean. Dude, this is painful, man. Movement speed is so painful. Due to my very slow land movement speed though, going anywhere was gonna be very risky, as if I miscalculate the time it takes to get there, I will 100% die. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. No, wait. Ah, but I can't make it. No, dude. Nope. Okay. Thankfully, respawning is free, so I did that, entered the local water, and started making my way back to where I died. After a decently long swim, I finally arrived and effortlessly took my stuff back. Dude, it feels so bad having like no movement speed on land, it's actually insane. But to be able to live like a fish, I need to think like a fish. No, I'm just making shit up right now, but I want some crystal before anything. Next, I grabbed 2 crystals, as they will come in handy later, and after that I continued exploring. While exploring, I ran into a green drop that had some brews. Then I made a quick pit stop at local beach, where I immediately became an aggressive fish and killed some innocent creatures for hide. With the hide, I made a refining forge as well as a stone foundation, and in order to replenish my hide stock, I killed an even bigger innocent creature. Afterwards, I spent the rest of the day looking for river pebbles to smash for metal. Now luckily, I did find those, so I laid down my forge, but as I began to strike the pebbles, I realized that they drop salt instead of metal. Now thank God that I'm not a snail. But because of that, I had to pick up my stuff and move to another beach. But before I could do that though, I had to take a quick dip back into the water. What? No.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
On the way back, I found another green drop with some more brews, and after going from puddle to puddle, I arrived back at my stuff. While looking for river rocks again, I stumbled across a Spino blocking my path. Now, obviously I was going to risk going past him, so instead I got to collecting some more resources from around the beach. Keep in mind that I need to return to the water every so often to replenish my oxygen and not die, which of course isn't that easy. Now, since oxygen doesn't recharge instantly like in 1.12 Minecraft, I was pretty much guaranteed to die, so as last ditch effort I tried crafting a sleeping bag. Bro, please tell me I managed to put this back down, dude. No, dude! Oh my... Well, we gotta go back. Okay, fine. Good spawn location for a fish. Yes, dude. Well, I'm dead. While on the way, I found a place with pretty shallow waters that had the rocks that I was looking for, so I'll definitely want to come back here. Heavy emphasis on coming back, as due to the shallow water here, I couldn't replenish my oxygen. Bro, why does this water look deeper if it's not deep? Next attempt ended because I miscalculated the distance from puddle 1 to puddle 2, which is honestly quite a brutal way to die as a fish. On my third attempt I actually made it back to my gear, and as I was leading the piranhas away, I got ambushed by baryonyx. Nice. Surprisingly, on the fourth attempt I spawned Surprisingly, on the fourth attempt I spawned right next to my stuff. Ah, okay, cool. To ensure that I don't have to spend an hour coming back every time I died, I invested in some sleeping bags. Then, it actually started raining, which is a good moment to mention some things about the mod. You see, I'm playing on the Aquatica release version, which removes a huge quality of life feature from the mod. Basically, if you play on pre-Aquatica and you drink water or it rains, your oxygen is meant to recharge, basically acting as a cheaper option to the scuba tank. Unfortunately, I don't have this option, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Since finding metal in the tropical island area of the map wasn't a possibility, I decided to give the desert a go. Yes, the fish in the desert. Don't worry about it. Bro, where can I find some river rocks, man? Okay, in the river, but... no. After a lengthy travel session, the game finally decided to give me what I was after. Yep, those are the river rocks that I need. Okay, perfect, awesome, fantastic, let's go. I need more adjectives to describe the situation, and there's more there. Hell yeah, man. My fins were probably on fire after so much high-speed swimming, but luckily they will get the rest as I spent a decent while collecting a lot of metal and then putting it in the forge. All this hard work also got me feeling super hungry, which is why I also made a campfire. And while waiting for the metal to smelt, this happened.
Enemy spotted.
Whoa. Can it swim or will it just sink? I think it's just gonna sink. No, it can swim, okay. I mean, it's a snake, of course it can swim. What the hell is this question? Attacking while in or under the water was not a possibility, so I had to take care of it on land where I am excruciatingly slow. But it's fine, as I don't have 2500 hours in this game for nothing. Awesome. Get wrecked, nerd. After defeating the invader, I was able to make a schmitty, put it down, make a metal pickaxe, and then grab even more metal. Metal that I then used to craft a crossbow. Also remember that crystal from earlier? Yeah, well, he got tornado spyglass. Next, I spilled some meat that I was gonna use to make a bunch of narcotics for both XP as well as strengths. Okay. Plan. I have metal tools, I can get oil, I can get polymer. What else do I need for... I'm level 80 for the scuba. Holy shit. And cementing paste, okay. Yeah, let's go just get the polymer first. My main goal before doing anything significant was to get a scuba tank, as it is my only way of replenishing oxygen without needing water. At the cost of having zero chest protection, of course. But to get that scuba tank, some prep must be done beforehand. Oh, silicas, I do want some silicas. If I can actually pick them up, no I can't, okay. Nice, 49, sure. 49, babaji. I got stuck, Dude, no. Oh my god, man. While on the way back, I found another drop that had some pretty cool boots inside, so I grabbed those, just because. And it's just me, or are these boots looking kinda fake? With the boots I managed to easily grab my stuff back and also tank a very strong piranha bite attack. But back to business. An easy way to get polymer is to kill Hesperornices. While they may be fast on water, and especially skilled at killing fish, the second they touch land, they become pretty much useless. Oh my, I'm actually 1 IQ, dude. Oh my god. After killing a few Hesperornices, I decided that I should kill a few trilobites as well for some chitin. Chitin that I would then use to make cementing paste. While I was gone, the forge was hard at work and smelted a bunch of metal, so I made sure to turn it into a full set of flak to hopefully not die as easily next time. Next resource that I needed collecting was crystal, so I immediately went to grab some. Not like I did last time, so don't worry. I am level 80 though, so that's gonna be a while, but I can make a scuba tank. So the only problem is getting level 83. My plan to get a lot of levels and stuff was to tame a crystal wyvern. An easy way to do that is by using a net launcher. For the net launcher though, I needed obsidian, so that's exactly where I set to next. On the way I ran across an otter, so without thinking twice, I tamed the otter. Otter, I would like an otter actually, but I don't want to mess with the guy. Easy, first tame of the challenge, we got an otter. Very colorful, very cute by the way. After swimming some more, I encountered a pretty massive issue. You see, the way to the obsidian was blocked and I'm not really planning to go around the whole map, which is why we have a new plan. Tame a Pteranodon and use the Pteranodon to cross the gap to then get to the obsidian. For that, I was gonna need some bolas and, of course, a little bit of luck. Despite finding this level 130 Pteranodon, I had to deal with a bunch of the island's inhabitants which were displeased to see me, to say the least. Oh my god, did I have to... Not only did I get robbed by 3 consecutive Pegomastexes, I also got cornered by like 5 compies, so if that's not a word welcome, then I don't know what is. Bro, what the f is going on here, man? Thankfully the hatchet came in massive clutch and saved my ass. The crossbow also came in handy as I could use it to kill the Pegomastax that took my Pteranodon saddle, and then finally knock out the Pteranodon I came here for. While hanging around, I stumbled across another high level Pteranodon that was even better than the one I had just knocked, so obviously it got ranked as well. Next I went out looking for something to kill for primes, but instead found the Litzichthys. These giant whales can be interacted with for either 50 fish meat or 10 prime fish meat. And of course I got unlucky. Whatever. While still looking for primes, I realized that my otter had prime fish meat inside. Somehow. So I used that only to realize that it gives as much taming percent as a regular meat does. By this point the first Pteranodon tamed, so I hopped on its back to quickly replace it with the new, stronger Pteranodon. With it I was able to effortlessly go into the anti-fish zone. I still had to stop occasionally to replenish my oxygen, but it was way better than not being able to go entirely. Yeah, there's no way I can cross this gap without a land, I know. Like a Hello Spino, what level are you? 15, no. After a long flight, I finally found some obsidian. Before taking it though, I wanted to replenish my oxygen. And this is exactly when I noticed some obsidian. Underwater. So, to save myself the trouble, I just grabbed this one. And after getting enough, I swiftly returned home. Once arrived, I wasted no time and got to crafting some nets as well as the harpoon launcher itself. And then all that was left for me to do was find the low level crystal wyvern, net it, trank it, and strip the crystals from its unconscious body. Next goal is to find the high level wyvern to actually give the crystals to. 100. 100 and it's an insta tame. Do I take it? Do I take it? Do I take it? I think I just take it. Or I could just keep looking. Do I take it? Yeah, I take it. In terms of stats, he wasn't anything to write home about, but he should be good enough for what I need him. Just in case you forgot, I'm gonna use him to kill literally everything I run into until I get to level 81. While doing that, I encountered another crystal wyvern, so just in case, I decided to tame it, as having a backup can never hurt. Anyways, back to killing stuff for levels. The things I settled for were mainly paracers, but for once in my life the game listened to me and gave me what I was after. Oh, Alpha Raptor, yes! This guy can save me. 150, bro. A level 150 Alpha Raptor will definitely be overkill in terms of XP, but I need that regardless, so I got to spraying him. Get it? Spray, because I'm using water breath attack. Yeah. And one more. Bye bye. 17 levels, bro. I should have killed him with my wyvern. Anyways, 3 points here. Scuba, first things first. Okay, awesome. Let's go home and make Let's go home and let's make the scuba set. And when I put this on, I should become immune to the oxygen depletion thing. Yes. Oh my god, this is actually gonna be so huge. But yeah, with this, I should now go tame Rex. Many Rexes actually. So I'll be needing 4 gates. While on the lookout for X's, I looted all drops that I ran across, with the hopes of getting a crossbow or pretty much anything useful. $13 points in melee, 23 in HP. For 130 I think that's pretty bad, so let me kill you. $140, 12 points in HP. One drop that I looted gave me a decent pump shotgun as well as a giga saddle that will never be used, and a few drops later I got not one but 2 metal tree platforms. If you're unaware, these things can give an unfathomable amount of resources when demolished, and getting one can set you up for a while, let alone getting 2. After that insane drop, the game also decided to double down by giving me an absolutely cracked crossbow in a blue drop. Hello, okay, we're ready to go tame stuff. I was not expecting this, but I... blue drop even, okay. With such crossbow, it would be a shame to not use it to tame Rexes, so that's exactly what I got to doing next. As per usual, I was looking for high level males and all the low level females that I could get my hands on. Periodically, I also had to return home to repair my scuba tank as it doesn't last forever. The Rexes that didn't match my preferences would also get killed so that new ones may spawn in their position. 19 points in HP. Do I just risk it? I think I just risk it. I hope it tames for like 30 plus melee or health. Or otherwise we're gonna have problems. Very big problems. After the Rex tamed, he got some pretty outrageous stats. 41 points in stamina, 45 points in oxygen. Ironic, 21 points in melee. Oh my god. Well, we need a better one because there's no way I'm using this guy to breed an army. 21 points and 25 is absolutely horrendous. Since he was so bad, I couldn't just breed a whole army with this guy, as I just self-sabotaged myself, which is exactly why I continued looking for a better male. $21.23, sure, I'll risk this one, why not? While the new male was sleeping, I used that time to knock out a mammoth. And then I just continued waiting. Okay, what do we got? Should be better. 2934. Yeah, buddy. I'll take it. We are ready to start breeding. Well, safe to say that the new Rex was infinitely better than the old one. For breeding, I went the standard route, which is to crop out all bad males for XP later and keep all the good males and any females for future breeding. Oh, hello. No mutation and you look like that. What? Okay, but you have the bad stats and this has the good melee. Okay. Next up, I wanted to invest into a chemistry bench for more tanks. For that, I was going to need some electronics which were easily obtained by killing a tech quetzal and some polymer that's easily acquired by killing a giant crab. I still needed a few more electronics, so I just used the silica purse I got till now to make them. In the meantime, I popped my mammoth to use him. And to be completely honest, I almost never use the mammoth, however this guy is actually pretty damn good. He can harvest a lot of berries, collect wood and fetch. He's literally a worse for Xeno. That is way easier to tame, so after that quick farming session, the electronics finished crafting, so I was free to make my chemistry bench. As well as a bunch of narcotics, of course. Afterwards, I decided that this was a good moment to start using the shotgun I got earlier as well, as you just never know when it comes in handy. Then I finished the day off by hatching my first ever boss ready Rex. 2934 actual good boss, so we'll just name you boss, nice. After imprinting him, he got a whopping 9k base HP, which is very good. Then I was back on my way, looking for a good Utarenus to tame as well as more low level female Rexes. After looking for X's, I noticed left and right and center and not finding anything good, I figured that maybe it was time to prepare the tributes for the boss. For the Gamma Crystal Wyvern Queen, I was gonna need 5 artifacts which don't belong to any caves, however that doesn't mean that they're not hidden. While collecting artifacts, I also mistakenly forgot to record myself getting the immune artifact, but it's here, I got it, so it's all good. The last artifact was the Brute artifact on the opposite end of the map, so I quickly snatched that and then looted the red drop on the way home. A red drop that had a good UT saddle as well as a slightly better shotgun. And while still on the way home, I found this yellow drop. Tasty. Oh my, dude, 188, 45, 4. Ha, get out of my inventory, dude. Well, safe to say that this scuba tank will be insane to have. Next up, I needed 10 primal crystals and 5 crystal talents. Super easy to get. The second wyvern that I knocked out ended up giving me 13 crystals instead of 2, so those were easily finished. While looking for wyverns to bully for talents, I ran into a flawless level 150 crystal wyvern. It had pretty good base stats, so without wasting any time, I got to taming him. It was a very easy tame, it just took a while. Okay, let's see what we got. 39, 47, 30! 47 melee! Holy! Oh my god! Holy! The new wyvern was very good, and by using him I was able to get the last few required talents. Back at base I deposited everything I got as far and also bred my wyverns together, just in case. Not to mention that having an imprinted one would probably destroy everything. Afterwards I did a little bit more X breeding, and as night fell I finally found another level 100 Utarenus, so I settled for that, as I'm beyond tired of searching. On the morning of the next day I hatched a new wyvern, which ended up having the stamina and melee, but not the health. Should be fine regardless. Last thing I had to get for the boss was an Alpha Crystal Talon, which is obviously dropped by Alpha Crystal Wyverns. My first instinct was to try and use my water spray attack to kill it, which dealt very good damage, but I forgot into account my stamina, which meant that I had to run away to not Die, of course. Which kinda worked out, but since I'm underwater, I can't shoot a wyvern. So I quickly resurfaced to continue dogfighting, and things were actually looking good for me. That was until I ran out of stamina again. Okay, sweet. Now I have to kill this guy. Oh my god. Okay, but whatever. At least I can kill this guy. And I got the thing that I was looking for. Don't. Do not. Do not. Okay. Back at base, I began the final preparations, which consisted of doing a lot of breeding. Once finished with breeding though, it was time to go for another lengthy process, which was leveling up all 19 Ruxes. Thankfully I had a lot of spare babies and eggs, so it wasn't too difficult, it just took a while. For stats I was going for 15k HP and restful melee. After done, the two last thing I had to do was wait for everyone to heal, and after that was done, I took literally everything and took my ass to Green Obelisk where I deployed everyone and spawned in the Crystal Wyvern Queen. As per usual, the plan is for me to use my Utrainers to buff my axes while they did all the heavy lifting. GG, yes.